Well, I'm just here walking in Zone 14 of Guatemala City, a very affluent area. In fact, you see a lot of these condo buildings here, and right behind me, there's a Tiffany's. Really, really nice area, and if you kind of walk in here behind there, you'll see these nice condo buildings everywhere. Beautiful scenery. Just seems like a very nice modern city. This is Zone 14, and just enjoying a beautiful day out here in Guatemala City. This steakhouse over here looks worth trying someday. La Estancia Steakhouse. Definitely a very affluent area, Zone 14 in Guatemala City. Well, behind me is a really tall building, actually two buildings, with some cool, I don't know if that's a walkway in the middle, but just looks like a nice design. And over here, this appears to be maybe some kind of embassy or some kind of offices for what looks like the European Union. I think that's the European Union flags, maybe the UN of some kind. And then over here, this actually is where the Republic of South Korea's embassy is. So I don't know if they have the whole building, probably just part of the building, but that's where their flags are being waved here in Guatemala City in Zone 14. And as you can tell, I'm on a pretty busy street here on a Sunday afternoon. And from another angle here, you can actually see the flags of South Korea here. This is where their embassy is here in this building. Really, really nice, beautiful building, and there's two of them with some cool design in the middle. And wow, I turned the corner, there's actually like a third blue building. I almost wonder if there's a fourth on the other side of that. But as you can see here, there's a lot of construction going on in Guatemala City, and this looks like a new marketplace they're putting out here. It's gonna be right next to these office buildings, so I'm sure it'll get a lot of traffic from the people that work in and around those buildings. Earlier today, actually, when I walked by here, I saw some people out here filming. Looked like maybe a commercial or something that they were doing with some models. But anyway, here is the growing Guatemala City, and we're here in Zone 14. Now what you'll sort of see here in Zone 14 and even some of the more affluent areas is these are actually like really nice homes, but they got all this barbed wire. There's like, obviously these are people's garages, but there actually appears to be like really nice homes behind them. This is a pretty main street here, Guatemala City. But in fact, I'm coming up here to an embassy. So you've got homes right next to the Embassy of Costa Rica. So one of their neighboring countries here in Central America. And anyway, you can see the high level of security. There's also security cameras and everything. Probably looking at me saying, what is this gringo over here doing, filming our areas? But anyway, this is Zone 14, and as I'm walking now, it seems to be a little bit less developed like it was a few blocks back with all those condo buildings. Continuing to walk down the street here, you see these really nice homes. This is actually the Embassy of Argentina, great South American country, and you can see really nice home to represent the Embassy of Argentina. You know, there's an area more in Zone 10 where I've seen a lot of embassies, including the U.S. Embassy. But even here in Zone 14, it's a pretty nice street and a nice affluent area to have some embassies and some nice homes. A lot of countries out there in the world, and they all want to make sure they're being diplomatic with their friends here in Guatemala. Walking a little further down the street here, we have the Embassy for the Republic of Colombia, another neighboring country not too far. It's at the very top of South America. And anyway, a lot of embassies here in Zone 14. And yes, that does appear to be a fourth blue building back there. I'm gonna check it out a little bit another day, but as I'm turning the corner here, it appears to be 4 blue buildings with some cool like archways between them that really probably are not walkways of any kind, but some kind of just cool design kind of connecting them all. Pretty neat. So this is actually in Zone 14 as well. It's kind of on the northern end of Zone 14, not too far from that embassy that we saw there down the road with Colombia. But of course, you know, for those who know me, you know I like my cigars, and I found this great cigar bar. I was actually here for the first time yesterday, El Habano de Don Rodrigo, and have a nice little selection of cigars for you. I'm gonna have to find out. They've got some Cuban cigars, I'm sure they do, but it was a really nice patio outside and a little indoor and a nice little humidor. And it's in this cool little complex here, and only about a 10-minute walk from where I'm actually staying in Zone 10, so not too bad. So behind me here is actually another new construction that's going to go up right here. They've just probably cleared that lot out. Looks like a really nice, maybe offices and apartments. Looks like they might even be putting a spa in there. A lot of really cool new construction going up here in Guatemala City. We're in Zone 14 right now, but I saw a lot in Zone 10. And we're going to bring you more of this, the sort of rise of Guatemala City and what we're seeing here in all this new construction and new buildings going up. And we're here in early 2021 when we're still kind of coming out of the pandemic a little bit. So to think that the economy is still growing this much here in Guatemala City with all this new construction, pretty amazing. It's kind of one of the other cool things you see here in Guatemala City. I mean, you got these old arches here, really beautiful, modern cars coming through them. Then you've got all these beautiful flowers hanging here on all these power lines. Pretty crazy. Just out for a little Sunday walk, getting myself a Maserati.